Let's have a look at this cycle to understand why cash credit is important. Let's say you have some cash today and you are going to use that cash for purchasing raw materials. But when you purchase raw materials, you will not purchase raw material just for one day requirement. That would actually required for next, let's say 5 days, 10 days, month, okay, requirement of raw materials. So once you have purchased so much of raw materials, you would start consuming them for production process, and your production process can be a simple process, just 1 or 2 days, or it can be a very complicated process, maybe spanning up to 10 to 15 days. So once production is done, once it is completed, we get the finished goods. But it is not necessary that all finished goods would get sold on the same day, because you have to keep them on display, you have to identify buyers, you have to do aggressive marketing, many things are involved. So these finished goods may not get sold to customers on the same day. It may take some time. Maybe after some time you'll find your customers, you sell your products to them, but again it is not necessary that they should pay you cash immediately, because they'll be asking for credit, because you'll be forced to sell on credit. Understand, only a fraction or few percentage of customers will be making payment in cash, whereas majority will be preferring for credit. So only after the credit period the cash is going to come back. So if I try to give some number for all this, let's say the cash is used for purchasing raw materials, and you are going to purchase raw materials for meeting next 30 days of requirement, and after 30 days these raw materials are taken into production, and let's say production process is another 15 days. It means for next 45 days you cannot expect cash what you have invested in the purchase of raw material and in the production process. But after 45 days, of course, it is going to become finished goods, but it is not going to get sold immediately. It has to be displayed, it will be go down. Let's say it is going to take another 15 days to identify a customer and sell. And let's say on the 60th day, you are exactly selling to your customer, but those customers are not going to pay you immediately. They are going to take another 30 days time to pay you back. It means the cash what you have invested now will complete its cycle and come back to you only after of, let's say, total of 90 days. So this 90 days is what we call as cash cycle or operating cycle or working capital cycle. So this working capital cycle is going to influence cash credit. Now let me put it in a different form. The cash what you had is used for purchasing raw materials, then from raw material it had gone to production, work in progress, from work in progress it has gone to finished goods. It had become finished goods, then it was sold to customers, and eventually the cash is coming back. So if you want to get cash, you have to wait for this entire process to get completed. But just imagine someone is going to give you money after you purchase raw materials. Originally you had money, and that money was invested in raw material, and you don't have any other cash, and if you want some cash, then you should wait for the cycle to be completed. But just imagine if someone is going to give cash after you purchase raw material, if someone is going to give cash after you have invested in production process, someone is going to give you cash for the money that is logged in finished goods, someone is going to give you cash for the money that is logged with your customers. Who is that someone who are going to give that money for all these purposes? Let's understand that from this chart. Basically, you have logged your money in various forms of assets, in raw material, work in progress, finished goods, and the money got logged with customers' data. So all these assets would be collectively called as current assets. So these current assets are fundamentally should be funded by the owners, because they are the people who are responsible for the business. But owners can't fund all, so owners will be seeking the help of some outsiders, let's say creditors, suppliers, because you can purchase raw material on credit, and raw material is your current asset. So they are funding the purchase of raw material. Actually, they are funding current assets. You can also get the support of various creditors, because the salary what you pay to your employees are not on daily basis, you are paying them at the month end. the power bill, the fuel bill, everything you are going to pay at the month end. It means you are actually availing credit there. So your current assets are funded by owners, suppliers, creditors, and finally bankers are going to step in. Bankers would step in either of these product models. One is cash credit and the other one is overdraft. So we are going to understand how this cash credit or overdraft mechanism is going to work in next session. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you like this lecture. If you wish to learn more on the areas related to this topic, check our comprehensive course. I have shared the details and link in the description below. Click, sign up and enroll. I'll see you inside the course.